Welcome to Truth Lab, where we go beyond surface-level advice and bring you science-backed insights about fitness, nutrition, and health. Today, we're diving deep into the truth about fat loss, one of the most misunderstood topics in the entire fitness industry. Forget the fads, gimmicks, and clickbait. This is about what actually works, what doesn't, and what you probably haven't heard before. If you want lasting results, backed by evidence and explained with clarity, you're in the right place. Here are 10 science-backed truths about fat loss that every person needs to know. Let's begin. Fact 1. You don't burn fat in the gym. You burn it in a calorie deficit. Exercise is important for health, but fat loss is determined primarily by your energy balance. If you're eating more calories than you burn, you will not lose fat, even with daily workouts. A calorie deficit means you consume fewer calories than your body needs to maintain its current weight. This causes your body to tap into stored fat for energy. What many don't realize is that the body is very efficient at adapting to exercise. If you burn 400 calories on a treadmill, your body might compensate by making you less active later or by increasing hunger signals. That's why diet plays a much bigger role than cardio in fat loss. Key point: you burn fat in the kitchen, not just in the gym. Track your food intake, aim for a small calorie deficit, and be consistent. Fact 2. Spot reduction is a myth. You cannot target fat loss in specific areas. Doing crunches won't shrink your belly fat. Tricep kickbacks won't eliminate arm fat. When you're in a calorie deficit, your body decides where to pull fat from based on genetics and hormones, not which muscle you're working. Most people lose fat in a pattern unique to them. Some lose from their face or chest first, others from their legs. The midsection is usually the last to go. Solution: focus on total fat loss through smart nutrition and full-body training. Over time, the stubborn areas will follow. Fact 3. Strength training is more effective than cardio for long-term fat loss. Many people default to hours of cardio for fat loss, but strength training provides a more powerful long-term solution. Why? Because it helps you build and preserve lean muscle mass, which boosts your metabolism. Muscle tissue is metabolically active, meaning it burns more calories at rest than fat tissue. Strength training also reduces the drop in metabolic rate that often comes with weight loss. That means fewer plateaus and more sustainable progress. Bonus: it improves your body composition, giving you that toned, lean look most people are after. Fact 4. Your metabolism doesn't slow down significantly with age. Lifestyle does. A common myth is that metabolism grinds to a halt after 30. In reality, research shows that your basal metabolic rate stays fairly stable until around age 60. The real reason people gain fat as they age? Reduced movement, less muscle mass, and more calorie-dense food. If you stay active, continue lifting, and manage your diet, you can maintain a healthy metabolism for decades. Action step: make strength training a lifelong habit and stay aware of your daily movement and calorie intake. Fact 5. Sleep and stress dramatically impact fat loss. Sleep isn't just for recovery, it's a critical fat loss tool. Poor sleep elevates cortisol, your stress hormone, which makes your body more likely to store fat, especially around the midsection. Lack of sleep also disrupts hunger hormones like ghrelin and leptin, increasing cravings and making it harder to control portions. Studies show that people who sleep 5 hours or less per night tend to eat hundreds more calories the next day, often from processed carbs. Key strategies: aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Manage stress through meditation, deep breathing, or journaling. Don't underestimate the power of recovery in your fat loss journey. Fact 6. The scale doesn't tell the whole story. Fat loss and weight loss aren't the same. You could be losing fat and gaining muscle while the number on the scale barely changes, or even goes up. This is why body composition matters. Muscle is denser than fat, so it takes up less space. A person with more muscle and less fat will look leaner at the same weight as someone with less muscle. Other better indicators: progress photos, how your clothes fit, energy levels, strength in the gym, track trends, not just numbers. The scale is a tool, not the full picture. Fact 7. Eating more protein helps burn more fat. Protein isn't just for bodybuilders. It plays a vital role in fat loss by preserving muscle during a calorie deficit, increasing satiety, you feel fuller longer, boosting the thermic effect of food, TEF, meaning it burns more calories during digestion. Compared to carbs and fats, protein has the highest TEF. That means you burn more calories just by digesting it. Aim for 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Spread protein throughout the day, especially around workouts. Fact 8. Low-fat and low-carb diets. Both work, as long as you're in a deficit. People often argue over keto versus plant-based, low-fat versus low-carb. But countless studies show that the most important factor for fat loss is a consistent calorie deficit. What matters most? Sustainability, adherence, overall calorie intake. Pick the approach that fits your preferences and lifestyle. That's what you'll stick to. And what you stick to is what works. Fact 9. Your NEAT, non-exercise activity, thermogenesis, can make or break your fat loss. NEAT refers to all the movement you do outside of structured exercise. Walking, cleaning, fidgeting, standing, and even talking. It can account for 15 to 50% of your daily calorie burn. When people diet, NEAT often drops without them noticing. You move less, feel more tired, and subconsciously conserve energy, slowing down fat loss. Solution: track steps. Aim for 7,000 to 10,000 steps per day, especially during a fat loss phase. Small movements yield big results. Fact 10. Fat loss is not linear. Daily fluctuations are normal. Weight fluctuates due to many factors: water retention, glycogen storage, hormones, stress, sleep, sodium intake. You can be in a calorie deficit and still see no change or even gain weight on the scale for a few days. This doesn't mean fat loss isn't happening. That's why you should track weekly averages, not day-to-day numbers. Fat loss is a trend, not a moment. Patience and consistency always win. If you found value in these science-backed truths, consider subscribing to Truth Lab. We dive deep into the data, filter out the noise, and help you make real, lasting progress. Let us know in the comments. Which of these 10 facts surprised you the most? And what topic should we cover next? Thanks for watching. And remember, truth builds progress. Hype builds confusion. Choose truth.